everybody. I'm your man, Dennis Pitzenbarger, PRI 2019. I'm in the Powermaster Performance booth with my man, Todd Ryden, and you guys are always bringing new product to PRI, and you got a brand new product to tell us about. What is it?
We got our new XS Volt alternator. It's an option where you can run it on 12 and 16 volt systems. Got them for dirt track cars and drag strip, everything you need.
Todd, before we talk about who it's going to benefit and why it's going to benefit them, let's talk about the nuts and bolts on your new XS line.
Well, for anything in racing, everything, there's more electronics, of course. And with all these electronics, you're going to need current and you need voltage. And a lot of guys will step up from a 12 volt battery system up to a 16 volt system. Our new alternator can be adjusted, so you don't have to buy a 16 volt alternator. You can go from a 12 to a 16, even a 14 in between.
Let's talk about the technology behind that. How did you guys come up with this?
There's a digital regulator in the alternator with a potentiometer, so you can adjust your output voltage from 12 volts up to 18 volts to support different electronic systems.
Todd, simply put, how is it going to benefit them, and how's it going to help put them in the winner's circle?
A couple different ways. I mean, if the guy already is running a 12 volt system, but he wants a little bit more voltage, he doesn't have to go buy another alternator and put a bunch of money out of pocket again. So this alternator is versatile to be able to work with the different systems. Plus, having that steady, higher voltage, it makes all of your electronics just like working better. You get the EFI system has exactly the voltage that it needs. The ignition system is regulated at where it needs. So again, everything is just kind of happy electronics. They're going to last and they're going to perform.
One of the things we always mention when we're in the Powermaster Performance booth is the quality of the build and where they come from. Let's touch on that as well.
Everything's built in West Chicago, Illinois, so we're close to home right now. But everything's built in there, tested, manufactured, all in Chicago.
Todd, talk about the different applications that this can be put into.
The XS Volt's an option on a lot of different alternators across the board, from the smaller Denzos that a lot of drag racers and circle tracks like to use. And we just came out with a new LS version for Corvettes. And for LS swaps, there's a common truck mount alternator that goes up high on the mount. And we have one for that as well. Plus, we have typical GM bolts and even some stuff for Fords and Mopar guys.
Todd, one of the best parts about this new alternator is what you do with all of your products is the support products you need as well.
That's right, Dennis, because you could have the highest output alternator in the world, but without a good charge wire, that current's not going to make it to the electronics. So we've developed a new stranded wires. So we have a full line of different battery supply wires and charge wires and also ground wires. That's huge important in the world of racing right now, is a good ground. So we have the cables to support all of that.
All right, Todd, you know what? I believe in the products because I use them in my personal cars, but if people want more information about this new line or any of your products, where do we send them?
Just need to go to powermasterperformance.com or give our guys a call. We have people sitting there ready to take your questions and give you the right things you need.
All right, you heard the man. Powermaster Performance, this is PRI.